When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, well, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time you stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as our ship pulled away from the quay. And amid all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and of how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well, he showered us with bullets and he rained us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all to hell, nearly blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, the Turks buried theirs, and we started all over again. And those that were left, well, we tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks, I kept myself alive as around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me ass overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, well, I wished I was dead. Never knew there could be worse things than dying. For I'll go no more waltzing Matilda around the green bush far and free, to hump tent and pegs. You see, a man needs his legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. Well, they gathered the wounded, the crippled, and the maimed. They shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, those proud, wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve, to mourn, and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood and stared. They turned all their faces away. So now, every April, I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reliving their dreams of past glories. And the old men march slowly, their bones stiff and sore. They're tired old heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. But the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But as year follows year, more old men disappear. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, who come waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts may be heard as they march by that billabong. Who come a waltzing Matilda with me.